Well, this was a British picture. I mean, the guy just offered it to me. So,
okay.
But I haven't made a feature film, what you call a narrative feature film, for a while, a long time. But I've not stopped. I've made a lot of movies, just you haven't seen them.
Yeah.
I make documentaries and do a lot of television and stuff. But I haven't made a feature mainly because the business has changed in many ways. And one of the ways, the studios are now small subdivisions of huge multinational corporations, and they're much more conservative and, what's the word, bureaucratic. There's nobody in charge. It's all committee, and everyone makes decisions out of fear, and so they won't take risk, and there are no filmmakers there anymore. I mean, basically the people making decisions are numbers crunchers, so you can see it in the product. I mean, it's a miracle that Social Network got made, I mean, and things, it's all about marketing. Marketing, the cost of opening a movie has become so prohibitive that they're much more conservative about what they make. And so that's why you see so many superhero movies and comic books and, these graphic novel movies, and because they're playing to the lowest common denominator. You have to make a movie for a studio to make money. They have to make a movie that does just as well in Korea as it does in France or Spain or Brazil. So you're making mass market movies. They're not interested in quirky movies or smaller movies. A movie like The King's Speech, a studio would never make that. And you look back at when I was making Hollywood pictures in the 70s and 80s, more than half the films that were made, they would never make. They would never make Midnight Cowboy now, or you look at so many of the films. When I made 2 years after I made Animal House at Universal, CADAVRES made Missing. There's no studio that would make Missing now. It's just a different time, and it's interesting in France too, because now you have a situation in France where I think someone was telling me they have 250 movies this year. Well, what the fuck? You can't compete. There's not enough theaters. There's not enough audience. So it means that when a movie opens in a theater, if it doesn't do business, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's like a very tough and very different situation. So I'm very lucky. I've made a lot of movies that did very well. So I was able to make documentaries and do things, and then it's not that I don't want to make a movie. I'm happy to make a movie. I like making movies, and this is really the first movie in a long time that I was offered that I liked. I mean, I get offered movies, but they're terrible. And the movies I want to make, very often the movies I want to make, they don't want. They go, what the fuck? They're quirky movies, so they're afraid of them.